No, I think I'm good to go, man.
You're on city property. It's public property. But if you want to be on our land, you have to come up front, check in, and be escorted. So,
why would you say that?
Because I don't allow anybody in here unless I know who they are and what they're doing. I didn't say you couldn't come. You'll be escorted.
Oh, if you want to come around with me, that's fine.
Yeah. But if you're leaving, then there's no problem.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Well, then go up, check in the front office, tell them who you are, where you're from, and then we'll give you an escort.
Oh, I don't identify.
Doesn't matter. If you want to be here, I'll have to call police on you. I'm just asking you to come check in, and I'll give somebody to go with you. I didn't say you couldn't be on our property. We just don't allow access to anybody.
On whose property?
Ours, up here, cities. It belongs to the public.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha.
Public. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. It's just we don't allow people here unless we know who they are. Somebody could be doing wrong stuff back here. Sure. We have no idea. You could be spraying chemical poison on water pipes that we have no idea.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm just trying to protect everyone and give you access as well.
Yeah, I mean, I could have F-18 Hornets circling overhead, getting ready to call for a bombing run on you, but we don't all just huddle ourselves, or shouldn't, into a terror corner and just fear for our lives.
I do because there are so many people that want to do bad things to other folks.
Well, I like to think, you're probably an astute individual that has the ability to read people pretty well. I probably don't come across as the evil overlord ready to annihilate the universe.
You're not.
So in that vein,
All right, guys, welcome back. Today's video exposes a serious problem. A sergeant who clearly has no respect for citizens' constitutional rights or the law itself. Right from the start, we see a law-abiding journalist standing calmly on public property, doing absolutely nothing illegal. Yet instead of respecting that, authorities immediately begin asserting control without any reasonable suspicion of a crime. The tone is polite at first, but there's an underlying tension. The kind that always appears when government authority meets someone who actually knows their rights. The journalist makes it clear he is on city property, open to the public, but the sergeant insists on procedures that have no legal foundation. This sets the stage for what this encounter is really about. Control, not safety.
I love being, first of all, an American, and I absolutely love my Fourth Amendment. I think it's one of the best things ever.
I do too.
So I just don't like to ID because you work for the government, and I just don't like IDing into the government. It's nothing personal, but at the same time, I just, want to finish my work and get back to it, so.
Okay, well, if you go check in up front, you'll be allowed access. If not, I'm going to call the police and have you removed.
Sure, yeah. If you want to give a 911 a call, I guess you could
certainly do that.
Have we not satisfied you with our services?
Oh, I'm not a customer. Oh yeah, like I said, I'm working on a story. Yeah.
So our customers don't think we do?
Well, I can't get into that now. So there's a few different kinds of journalists out there. There's those that you see on TV, as anchors, and then there's ones like me that get our feet on the street. We're investigative journalists, so we get out there, and I'm just getting some B-roll footage right now, and that's about it. So.
Yeah, Woodward's coming over, patrol people, figure out what your deal is.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I don't want this to sound, rude or anything, but they're never going to know what I'm doing in any universe will that ever happen. I can promise you that.
We're used to dealing with people like you, so that's fine.
Used to dealing with journalists coming in to get B-roll footage.
Oh, now we know what you're doing.
Well, it says working on a story. Usually that's a journalist.
So. Yeah, I think sometimes it's better if you
make an appointment or just
might have gone through the front.
Oh yeah,
it's public property, but
sure.
How would you feel if somebody came in and you were unaware, and you'd never seen that person before? Wouldn't you be concerned on your own maybe safety?
No.
This is where the excuses start piling up. The sergeant claims the area is public property, but only if citizens comply with identification and escort demands. That's not how public property works. The journalist calmly dismantles these claims using logic, humor, and constitutional understanding. Fear-based hypotheticals are thrown around. Chemical attacks, terrorism, imaginary threats, none of which are supported by facts. This is a classic tactic. Justify unlawful control by exaggerating danger. But the journalist doesn't take the bait. He explains clearly that freedom is messy, journalism is uncomfortable, and government workers are not entitled to know who you are simply because you exist in a public space. The power imbalance starts to crack, and frustration becomes visible.
Oh. I mean, we're all Americans, right? We all do our thing, and you know, freedom's messy a little bit sometimes. But like I said, you know, I'm working, and the idea, especially as to your point, you know, giving you guys advance warning. You know, that's the kind of thing anchors do. Investigative journalists, when they're out in the field working.
What are you investigating?
Public Works.
Public Works?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys get notice in advance, like, hey, this thing is going on, blah, 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 usually, and I'm not saying you two specifically, but some people will be like, uh-oh, he's going to come down. Let's clean it up, make it look really great. There'll be nothing to report on, right?
I don't know what you're looking to do. I don't know what
well, yeah, I'm not
about Public Works. But
yeah, I'm not going to share it with you now.
But I mean, at nighttime, this is closed. It's not public property.
Oh,
so it's not.
Well, it's public property. It's just not accessible after. Sure, of
Is
course,
it really
yeah.
accessible now to just anybody can come in here?
Well, public property.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I mean, you can look in RCW 9A52, 70, and 80. That's the trespass statutes for Washington State. And it's really clear. This would be Section 70 for outside. You know, it's really clear. The defenses for criminal trespass found in Section 90 are really clear. If it's open to the public, if
So, what else do you need to film, or are you just wanting a confrontation, or are you just gonna you have a certain agenda
that's
or goal, or what?
Weird that there's a couple of. Hey, thanks, George. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So, yeah,
I mean, like, well, to answer one question of yours, which is, you know, do I have more video and photo to get? Yes.
Okay.
Why would I want a confrontation? There's been nothing confrontational about me.
All right.
That's bizarre. I mean, why not ask a question? Are you getting ready to have a bombing run take place here? Are you going to have paratroopers come in and assault the place? I mean, that's just weird. I got all sorts of weird questions I could ask.
You're wearing a mask and no one else
It's a little chilly, man.
Oh, okay.
It's a little
He doesn't want
chilly.
us to film him, but
He doesn't want us to.
It's a little
One of
chilly.
those guys.
Now, the conversation shifts toward intimidation disguised as concern. The sergeant questions motives, suggests hidden agendas, and repeatedly pushes the idea that presence alone equals suspicion. That's dangerous territory. Suspicion is not a crime, and the journalist knows it. He openly references Washington state trespass law, explaining implied consent and public access in plain terms. This is the moment where knowledge becomes armor. The sergeant struggles to counter legal facts with authority alone. Meanwhile, the journalist makes something very clear. Investigative journalism does not come with advance notice. Transparency dies when oversight is announced ahead of time. This exchange exposes a deep misunderstanding or deliberate ignorance of constitutional protections.
This guy will help you right here.
Yeah, it's a little
These
chilly.
two guys will help you.
All right. Well, I'm going to go finish up. You guys have a good day.
Are you leaving, sir?
What's that?
Seems like you're walking off. Are you leaving?
No, I'm working.
What kind of work?
Journalist.
I don't know if they've told you. Just let you know. Seems like you're doing for us. You're being recorded.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to let me know.
I'm Scott with Renton Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
Yeah. What's your name?
Steve.
I'm sorry.
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, I don't want to give you more than that, though.
That's fine. Yeah. So what?
Is this consensual?
Why would it not be?
Well, I can't assume. I mean,
You're here.
this isn't a detention or anything, is it?
I know what you're trying to do. You're not going to get a rise out of either of us.
Look.
Okay.
If you
So-
guys just want to get in your cars and leave, we can call it good right now. I'm not looking for a confrontation. I'm not even looking to have a conversation with you. I'm just looking to finish my work.
So what work are you doing?
I already
Other
said I'm
than
a journalist
trying to
working on a story.
I'm sorry?
I'm a journalist working on a story.
What story?
I don't want to share it now.
Have
So
you-
you probably see multiple journalists. There's the
Have you checked
really
in with
attractive ones on TV. That's not me. And then there's the ones that actually go out into the field
Have you
and
checked
work.
in with anybody here? Because this is not public property.
No, I think I'm good to go, man.
You're on city property. It's public property.
This isn't public property.
Not unless you have specific reasons to be here.
I do.
The public can be here,
Yeah.
but they need to check in at the office.
You don't have to identify to access public property. There's no restrictions on this property
this-
whatsoever. What restrictions are there?
All
let you go on about your way, but you need to leave the property.
Okay, so you're telling me I have to leave the property right
Yes.
now? And if I don't leave the property, I'll be placed under arrest?
I didn't say that, did I?
Okay, so you're telling me, are you ordering me or are you asking me to leave? They're two different things.
I'm directing you to leave the property unless you follow.
Here's where the badge tries to reassert dominance. The sergeant begins issuing vague directions to leave while avoiding clear legal orders. Why? Because orders require authority, and authority requires law. The journalist calmly forces clarity, asking the most important questions. Am I detained? Am I suspected of a crime? Am I being ordered or merely asked? The answers expose the truth. There is no crime, no detention, and no lawful basis for removal. Yet the pressure continues. This back and forth highlights a critical issue: how easily constitutional rights can be tested when officers rely on confusion instead of clarity. The camera captures everything. No yelling, no resistance, just facts versus ego.
Procedure.
Okay, and if I don't leave the property, what happens?
We're not going to go down that road, Steve. Okay.
Well, look,
If you want to walk away, you stop to talk to us.
that's fine.
But I'm telling you, you need to leave the property.
And what happens if I don't leave?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'm not doing that. I want a supervisor here.
I am the sergeant.
Yeah, well, there's people above sergeants.
You can deal with me.
Am I detained right now?
No, you're not.
Okay, so you don't suspect me of any crimes?
No.
Okay, then why are you guys here?
Because we have a suspicious male on property where they shouldn't be doing things that are not normal.
Now, just to be on the safe side here, I checked my handy dandy 2025 criminal pocket handbook.
Okay.
You know, because the session laws from 2024 may have updated it. They didn't change the laws. As much as I know Jay and Bob really wanted to change the laws to make suspicion a felony or even a misdemeanor, I checked it and it's still not a crime whatsoever. So the issue here,
What do you mean, what's not a crime?
suspicion.
You're right.
Okay, so look, you're trying to impede my First Amendment liberty. Go around and gain B-roll footage, video and photo, so I can get my story completed. I have things to do here.
Okay.
You're ordering me off the property when you have no lawful authority to do so because there's nothing that restricts access here. Now, if there was a sign up there that says, and I don't go places I'm not allowed to go. There was a sign up there that said no trespassing, authorized personnel only, something like that, it'd be a completely different situation.
Yeah.
I would head out at that point.
Okay.
This is publicly accessible. I'm just working
For
on a story
people
like
with a
other
purpose.
journalists do. What?
For people that come here with a directed purpose.
No. Section 90 of Chapter 52 in the RCWs is really clear on defenses against criminal trespass. Okay? This is open to the public right now. It's implied consent for entry. We know this because when you go through the front.
This is the breaking point. The sergeant openly admits there is no crime, yet still insists the journalist leave. That contradiction is the entire case. The journalist explains implied consent, signage requirements, and legal precedent with precision. He makes it clear, if the area were restricted, he would leave immediately. But it isn't. Public access means public access, whether authorities like it or not. At this moment, the power dynamic fully collapses. The sergeant is forced into vague statements like, "We'll cross that bridge later." Code for "we don't have legal ground." This is exactly why cameras matter. Without recording, this would have ended very